Here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ever since I read Sonic High School, there's been a hole inside of me. Something's been wanting to get out. Sonic the Hedgehog, World War II, Dragon. Author's note. Hey everyone, I told you I was going to write another story, and I did not lie to you. I was busy with school. Here it is. It is based off of Sonic High School, and it is only one chapter long.
Wow,
said Tails.
We're at school.
Tails, being the smartest, was right. Sonic and Tails and all of the else people in their class were in class at school, and it was history class.
Okay, here's your big project,
said Miss Learning.
You're all going to do a project about World War II. It is due on Monday, when the weekend is over. It is really important and the biggest thing you will do. If you fail this project, you will have to go to a different high school.
Wow! Oh no!
Said everyone in the class together at the same time in a surprised and scared way because they did not want that to happen. Mr. Learning was their teacher. Oh, Mr. Learning. Mr. Learning now. Fuck. Shit's getting really deep. It was Mrs. Learning before. Why is it Mr. Learning now? I'm confused. Oh, and also, you have to do this project with another person. Now that's Mr. Learning. Said Mr. Learning to the class, his class. Sonic and Tails looked right at each other with the biggest eyeballs and did a strong high five.
Cool,
said Sonic to Tails.
With you, I'll never fail this project. We have avoided the conflict and our destiny is sealed.
Okay!
I just remembered my Tails voice.
Oh, okay! But I want to do something that is better than everyone else. You know how I am when it comes to school.
Screamed Tails to Sonic. There was so much hubbub in the classroom, it was like being in an ocean of little boys.
Ha, okay,
shouted Sonic to Tails in that old Sonic way. Sonic and Tails got up out of the classroom and went to the hallway, and then into a different hallway, and then out of the school and went to Tails' house.
Okay, here is my idea,
said Tails to Sonic, who was now in Tails' room.
Here's a time machine that I invented. We're going to use it to go back in time and stop World War II from ever happening so that we have the best grade ever. And everyone fails because World War II will not have happened. And they'll be doing projects about fake things.
Tails laughed and rubbed head.
Oh man,
said Sonic to Tails in a surprised way.
That idea is so crazy. Wait, oh wow. Blaze the cat is in our class. That means she'll fail.
Yeah,
said Tails to Sonic.
Hate that bitch,
said Sonic to Tails.
Let's do it.
Okay,
said Tails.
This is how the time machine works. I have to use the control thing here, and you have to go into the time machine and go stop World War II. I can talk to you and use the time machine on you from here. Don't worry if you mess things up big time because I can get you out.
Cool,
said Sonic.
But how do I stop World War II from happening?
Said Sonic, making a face that was confused. I got a tonsil stone right there. I'm going to leave that in. Said Sonic, making a face that was confused like an ostrich at a new zoo looking for his food when all of the other ostriches leave to go eat, but he doesn't know where to go. It's been a while.
Well, obviously, you have to go kill Rudolf Hitler,
shouted Tails.
Now get in the time machine.
The time machine looked like a big gray thing with parts. Sonic looked surprising, but Tails pushed him into the time machine, and Tails went to go push a bunch of buttons and screens and pull on things until Sonic was trapped in a little thing and made a lot of smoke came out, and the lights flashed.
Here we go,
shouted Tails.
I'm sending you to before World War II.
Sonic felt like he was in a bathtub filled with yogurt, and then before he knew it, he popped out of the time machine, and suddenly he was in Germany.
You are in Germany,
said Tails to Sonic with his time machine technology.
I don't know what to do. What am I doing? How do I kill Hitler?
Shouted Sonic out loud to Tails, but uh-oh, it looks like Sonic shouldn't have done that because then the Nazis came for Sonic.
This blue teen is thinking about killing Hitler. Get him and put him in jail.
The Nazi army people came over and grabbed Sonic on the arms.
Hey, let go of me. Let go. Tails, the Nazis are taking me away. Help.
Screamed Sonic like a wild ass and tried to break free out of the Nazis' grips. But even with all of his fast speed power, there were just too many Nazis around, and they kept Sonic from going anywhere. They carried Sonic through the street into the jail and put him into it.
Tails, get me out of here,
cried Sonic in a way that sounded so scared.
What? How did you mess up already? Okay, I have to put you in another time zone for a while before I can bring you back to Germany. Here we go,
said Tails with his speaker. Tails hit some buttons and did a variety of smart things, and then Sonic disappeared in a flash of light and appeared in ancient Egypt.
You're in ancient Egypt now, Sonic. I'm not. I'm still at my house using my time machine. You're a burden sometimes.
You're a burden some Tails straight up with the chops. He's going in hard. He went for the kill, and he succeeded. Oh, fucking Christ. Sonic was in ancient Egypt and said, well, I guess I can just have fun here for a while I wait to go back to ancient Germany. Sonic saw a permaid and went inside it. That's still in Sonic's voice.
Sonic saw a permaid and went inside it.
When Sonic went in there were so many things inside of it. There were paintings on the wall, not like paintings in frames, but things that people drew onto the walls. And also there was a big golden chair with a guy that looked like a king sitting in it.
Hey, I think I know you,
said Sonic to the king. Sonic remembered seeing him somewhere before, and then he remembered where. In history class.
Yeah, you're King Tunt.
Sonic was right. It was King Tunt, the ancient pharaoh from Egypt. Who are you? Said King Tunt. King Tunt had a big gold hat on and some bracelets and a neck thing. And then he looked at Sonic really hard and realized something. Oh my God, I know who you are. You are Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. How do you know? Just everybody throughout time and space know who the fuck Sonic the Hedgehog is? Is that going to be the next Doctor Who episode? Fucking Peter Capaldi goes around. If that's, yeah, Peter Capaldi's the current Doctor. I don't know. I don't fucking watch that stupid show. I do. Kill me. Peter Capaldi just fucking goes around and fighting with Sonic, the blue blur, the blue-armed bandit, as it were. Let me see. Sonic winked and did a cool dance and said,
yeah, I guess I am pretty popular. How'd you hear about me? Is it because I'm the fastest?
King Tunt pointed at a picture on the wall. It was a big picture of a dragon with spikes coming out of the back of his head. You're one of the legendary hedgehogs who can become a dragon using your cool powers. I can't decide on a voice for King Tunt.
What? A dragon?
Said Sonic to King Tunt. Yeah, if you try it, just try it, it should happen, said King Tunt, looking at Sonic weird. But maybe it's because someone in your family line of hedgehogs isn't cool enough. Every hedgehog in the family line has to be cool or awesome or an expert for it to work.
Wow. Well, it is not me,
said Sonic and put on a pair of sunglasses that he always kept in his back pocket in this story.
See? I am cool.
Sonic smiled so big, using teeth. Well, sorry. It looks like someone else in your family history is a loser, so you can't be a dragon now, said King Tunt to Sonic before calling his guards and pushing him out of the door. Sonic was now outside.
Hey, Tails,
said Sonic to Tails.
Can you look at my family history and figure out who isn't cool enough for me to be a dragon? I never knew I could become a dragon, but I think that is how we can defeat Hitleg.
Tails typed fast, so fast, faster than the fastest car you've ever seen or can even think of. Tails looked up Sonic's family history on the internet and used its technology and devices to scan the information and found a thing.
Hey, Sonic, I think I found the answer. I'm going to send you to the person now. This person is also in World War II. Make them cool. I hope it's not Hitler.
Sonic also hoped it was not Hitler, because then he would be related to him and would have to go to jail. Sonic disappeared from Egypt in a flash of light and flew through the time and space back to Germany in World War II. He was now outside a house. It was sad and gray-looking, and it was rainy.
Okay, my family member must be in this house.
Sonic went inside and looked around, but he did not find anyone. He looked in the first room, in the second room, and even the third room. He looked in all the rooms he could find.
What is this? A joke? I'm so pissed at this. I want to be a dragon,
said Sonic out loud to himself, but outside of his head. Then he heard something.
Hello? Is someone down there?
Said a voice coming from the floor above him.
Yeah, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog. You might have heard of me,
said Sonic, laughing and smiling because he now knows he's famous enough to be known by King Tunt, who is on history books.
Oh, come up,
said the voice, and it was a girl's, and then a flap came out of the ceiling and stairs popped out of the hole in the ceiling, and Sonic went up them. Sonic went up and saw a girl. She looked sad.
Hey, who are you?
Said Sonic to the girl who was standing there.
Oh, I'm Frank,
said the girl who was actually Anne Frank, who, by the way, is a believer, if you didn't know. Justin, that's an old joke for you kids. That's like a 2-year-old joke. Once upon a time, Justin Bieber was like, I think if Anne Frank was alive today, she'd be a believer. And that's a joke for an old, sad man who lives on the internet.
Oh, wow, I think I know who you are. I heard about you,
said Sonic.
Really? Wow,
said Anne Frank.
This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm related to you. I'm here to help you. You're not cool enough,
said Sonic. Sonic bounced up and down to the wooden floor and it made creaky sounds. They were in an attic.
Really?
said Anne Frank. Now she looked even sadder. She was living here all by herself in this attic.
Yeah, no wonder you're not cool. You're living up here in an attic,
said Sonic to Anne Frank.
But I'm scared of the Nazis,
said Anne Frank, almost ready to cry. She was so sad.
You have to face your fears,
said Sonic to Anne Frank.
You cannot just hide up here in this attic all the time waiting for something good to happen. You have to go and do it yourself. Show the world who you really are. Wow, I get it now, said Anne Frank. I am too busy being afraid of the Nazis. I need to face my fears and leave this attic. I am not just Anne Frank. I am Anne
Frank the Hedgehog. Anne Frank the Hedgehog. And then she took off her headband, and big hedgehog spikes came out the back of her head.
Yeah, that's it. There's so many things that you can do if you're just not afraid. You can go to Applebee's
And use teen social media, and buy an Xbox, and even have penis plus vagina sex, like me and Amy, said Sonic to Anne Frank, winking.
Wow, I did not know about this whole new world of possibilities. I'm going to start right now by leaving this attic,
said Anne Frank to Sonic. She took one step, and then another, and then enough to get to the bottom of the stairs and begin standing on the floor. Then she glowed a whole lot and smiled and looked at Sonic.
Thank you. Thank you for showing me that I should not be afraid of the Nazis. I'm going to go to the mall,
said Anne Frank. With that, Sonic left the house and went outside and said,
mission complete,
to Tails from his technology gadget.
Okay, now we have to...
Oh god, Tails' voice fucking hurts.
Okay, now we have to get you into Hitler's castle. It is super defended, so I can't get you into it just by the time machine. We have to get you in another way,
said Tails to Sonic in a thinking way. Hitler was the president of Germany, so they had to be really careful and think of a good plan.
Oh, maybe you can disguise as a pizza delivery man and then sneak into Hitler's room.
No, Tails, no. That will not work,
said Sonic,
you are forgetting pizza was not invented yet in World War II.
But fucking social media was.
Damn. Fuck. Pizza,
said Tails to Sonic.
I have another plan. Just get me to outside Hitler's castle and I'll do the rest. Use the time machine now.
They had to go back before World War II started because Anne Frank was during World War II and they wanted to stop World War II from happening, so they had to go back before it happened. Tails, his buttons, and Sonic just went out to a different time with a sound like whoop. Sonic appeared in front of Hitler's castle. It was big and dark and on top of a hill that went straight up, and it was full of rocks. There was basically no way to get in.
Okay, thanks, Tails. Here goes my plan.
Sonic balled up into a ball and started rolling forward. He rolled so fast that using friction and magnetics, he stuck to the hill as he rolled up at it at a speed that had not been seen since, well, ever. Sonic rolled his way up to the top of the hill and over the castle wall and to the door of Hitler's castle.
Okay, I got to the castle,
said Sonic to Tails, and then he saw what he was afraid of. Sonic saw a bunch of Nazi guards coming right at him because he was invading.
Ha! Oh no, this stinks,
screamed Sonic. He backed up against the door to Hitler's castle, and all the Nazis ran right at him. They were so big and scary, and Sonic did not know what to do. They were coming right at him, with the biggest and most dangerous weapons money could buy without breaking the bank. Sonic just closed his eyes and almost cried as the Nazis ran at him while he was up against the door. Almost like he did not know what he was doing. He jumped up at the last moment when the Nazis were running at him, and he avoided all of them, but they ran into the door, knocking it down. They all fell in a pile and went unconscious. Yeah, that thing.
Wow, it is the miracle of life,
said Sonic. He was safe and able to get inside Hitler's castle. Sonic walked over the lumpy bodies of those idiot Nazis and followed the red carpet all the way to Hitler's room. The castle was really scary inside. It was a dark gray, and there were red carpets with gold parts, and there was even lava. There were candles that lit on fire in the hallways. Sonic ran down to the end to a big doors and opened them. The doors busted open, and Sonic saw Hitler, standing behind his desk.
I'm here to stop you, idiot ass.
Sonic ran into the room and at Hitler, but Hitler stopped him.
Oh, ha ha! Who do you think you're...
What the fuck is a German accent right now?
Who do you think you are? I am Hitler.
No, you know what? Fuck this.
Oh, ha ha! Who do you think you are? I am Hitler, King of the Jews, and I am going to destroy the world,
said Hitler. Hitler looked like you would think he would. Hitler laughed and took out a sword made of fire.
Prepare to meet you dead.
Hitler ran at Sonic with his fire sword, and Sonic almost thought, oh no, I'm going to die right here. But then he did not. Sonic jumped over his sword and said,
nice try, Hitler, but you're messing with the wrong hedgehog, or should I say, dragon.
Sonic put his elbows out like he was ready to do the chicken dance, but instead he started to glow and light went to him, and big beams of light came out too, and it made a loud sound.
No, this can't be. The legends are true,
screamed Hitler, trying to beat off Sonic with his fire sword. Okay, Hitler, I don't think that's how you beat someone off, but you can try if you really want to. Sonic kept glowing and his shape changed into a huge, big blue dragon with green eyes. He was so big that he broke through the walls and ceiling of Hitler's bedroom. Roar! Said Sonic, and he breathed fire into the sky. Sonic used his big dragon claws and slashed at tiny little baby Hitler, who was looking so scared using his fire sword now. The wind was blowing, then Sonic decided enough was enough, and grabbed Hitler in his claws and flew out away from Germany to Hawaii and dropped him into a volcano.
So long, Hitler,
shouted Sonic as he snapped a picture and flew away from the volcano and back to Germany. Sonic got back to Germany and glowed and then turned back into a hedgehog.
There, Hitler is dead, so World War II can never happen,
said Sonic to Tails through the technology.
Wow, cool. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. We will be able to use your dragon powers to get our way back home.
Get our way all the time, said Tails to Sonic, almost crying with amazed feelings. Sonic looked at himself and said,
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? Okay, take me back to normal time now. I want to go home.
Tails handled his handled. I was right. I thought I fucked it up, but Tails handled his device to and fucking Christ, I'm just so exhausted from this fan fiction already. Tails handled his device, and Sonic came back to Tails' room in a flash of light.
Okay, give me that camera!
Screamed Tails to Sonic.
Wow, control yourself,
said Sonic to Tails.
Sorry,
said Tails.
I'm excited.
I'm
exited.
Tails grabbed the camera and printed out the picture of Hitler being eaten up by the volcano. Then they ran to school even though it was like 8 o'clock and broke in and ran to their history classroom.
Mr. Learning, here's our project,
said Tails as he handed the picture to Mr. Learning. Mr. Learning touched his glasses and looked at the picture and said, Oh my God, this is Hitler dying. You stopped World War II from happening. Wow.
Yep, we sure did,
said Sonic and Tails together at the same time to save time. They laughed and high-fived like at the beginning of the story. That's it. You get the biggest A ever. The project is over, and you get an A for the whole class. No one else does, said Mr. Teaching. Yeah, said Sonic.
Woohoo,
said Tails. Sonic and Tails hugged, and Mr. Learning was so proud, and they went home. Author's note, Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. They are also things. And if you want to watch Sonic High School, which is the prequel to this, it's a very long story. I'll put up the playlist in the top right-hand corner. It has some of the best lines ever, like he played with her breasts like an X-Men arcade cabinet. If you want to watch a video that has nothing to do with my channel whatsoever, click in the bottom left-hand corner. If you want to buy shirts and shit, that's up at the top left-hand corner. And I also have a Patreon because I'm a piece of shit. And that's in the bottom right-hand corner. All right, bye. Thank you for watching.